Okay. Yun. Okay. Alive na ba? Double check. Okay, I think all good and pwede na ako mag-start siguro. Sige. Okay, wait. Okay. Double check. Mic check. Okay. Yun. Okay. Yun, so what's up, Team Bear? Bear again back with another pre-market prep, no? So as always, ang main goal ng video na to or ng session na to is to prep ahead of this market session, no? At the same time, to see the big picture on what's happening with the market. And ayun, for to be ready din sa mga possible risk events na pwede natin kaharapin during this trading session. And ayun, look at potential stocks in play or stocks in focus na pwede nating tignan. So, ayun, as always, ang program flow natin is to look at the main indices, yung key levels, ano yung situation, and possible technical movements, no? Parang scenario planning on the main indices and how it will affect our positions and our trading biases, no? Or our directional bias toward the US market. So next, no, macro benchmarks review. So we're gonna look at the XY, yung mga usual market benchmarks natin, yung macro benchmarks natin like the dollar, the treasuries, and the US oil for inflation and yung Fed liquidity. So next segment is to look at to review possible risk events like through looking at the current economic calendar, and may major earnings report pa today. This trading session na pwede maka-apekto sa open positions ko and sa mga certain market groups, no? So next segment is to look at the market segments, like looking at the SPY growth, the mid-cap growth, value growth, or mid-cap value names, mga small cap growth names, and value names. So titingnan natin ano ba mas malakas right now, no? Mga growth names ba or value names, or yung mga usual core names natin sa large caps, mid caps, and small caps. So mainly mga segmentation ng biases, no? Like saan ba tayo dapat mas focused, sa large caps ba, sa mid caps ba, or small caps? So yun yung another section ng video na to. And ayun, we're gonna look at the pre-market breadth, no? Yung ano ba yung nangyayari from the down low, from the bottom up ng bottom up perspective ng market. Mas madami bang advancers versus the decliners? At the same time, we're gonna look at the current pre-market heat map. And ayun, lastly, looking at the stocks in focus na currently tinitingnan ko, like yung mga stocks na may mga possible movements, no, in 3 days, or possible swing trade ideas and momentum ideas. And ayun, lastly, I'm gonna show my current open positions, and I'm also gonna discuss my plan of attack on my current swing portfolio. So yung papakita ko is an aggressive or semi-aggressive swing portfolio right now. So ayun, let's start, no? So starting with the first segment, which is looking at the main indices. So starting with the SPY, double checking if naka-record ba. Okay, so yun, so S&P 500, so on the weekly, still on an uptrend, big picture. It's on an early stage markup phase. So ito yung accumulation or re-accumulation base mo. So since 2021, nag-range lang siya dito sa 350 level hanggang dito sa 470 level. So matagal na nag-range yung S&P 500 natin. So SPY, SPY ETF or S&P 500 ETF. So if yung index mismo yung titingin mo, SPX. So kasi ito kasi tradable tong SPY. So on the daily, looking at the daily, no? So itong gap up na yan, yung pinaka-recent na momentum move ng S&P 500 is brought to you by or dahil sa Nvidia earnings, no? So right now parang dinadigest pa ng market yung Nvidia earnings na yun. So nagko-consolidate yung S&P 500 natin. So you have your momentum bar, your gap or yung gap bar mo dun sa Nvidia earnings. This is your most recent momentum bar. So right now nagpo-pullback siya sa 50% na itong candle na yan. So if you're gonna look at this candle and you're gonna put up a GAN box or something like a fib retracement, this is your 50% level, which is 505. So nag-hover lang siya above the 50% level. So as long as nandyan pa siya, nag-hover lang siya dyan, I think the S&P 500 is still quite bullish, no? Ang red flag lang natin or yung pinaka line on sand natin for our S&P 500 is the candle low of this momentum candle. Yung green bar na yan, yung Feb 22 na daily candle. So as long as nahuhul niya yung 502, 500 kung round number, okay lang yung S&P 500, yung SPY natin. So if we're gonna incorporate our moving averages, no? So your green line is your MA20, your blue line is your MA50, your intermediate term dynamic support, acting as dynamic support right now since yung price is nasa taas, and your MA100. So looking at our key moving averages, no, your MA20 is trending upward, sloping upward, MA50 sloping upward, MA50 sloping upward. So all is good, no, based on our trend configuration or our moving averages. So ayun, for me, if S&P 500 breaks out of this trading range, itong 5-day trading range na, let's say breakout siya sa 510, may another momentum move tayo may experience. So right now, I think baka nagko-consolidate lang. Ito yung tingin ko na possible price action na mag-materialize, no? Mga medyo yun yung high probability tingin ko. Baka lang mag-base pa yan ng tipong 10 days or 8 days, hahabulin ng MA20 muna yung price candles mo or yung candles mo. Then your S&P 500, your SPY is gonna continue its rally. So yun yung bull case. Bear case naman, if it closes below 500, then most likely it will pierce below the 20-day SMA. Ngayon, if it pierces below the 20-day SMA, since meron kang 10-day trading range dyan, baka ito na yung next support level mo sa 490, which is ang tutumbokin niya is yung 50-day SMA. So that will be the next dynamic support level. So it's either consolidate, mag-create lang ng continuation structure, mag-reaccumulate lang. May mga defensive buyers ka na bibid and sasalo ng mga profit takers sa mga profit takers. Then the market will continue rallying. So that's our S&P 500 review, no? So next is the Qs. Halos parehas lang din ng movement, halos parehas lang din ng price action. So looking at the big picture, same thing coming from this reaccumulation base, this big base accumulation. Then right now we're at a markup phase, no? Transition, actually nasa early to mid stage markup phase ka na ng Qs natin. Ang main target for the Qs, if you're gonna incorporate your Wyckofian target, no, primary target for the Qs is at 530, diba? Or your TP1 based on this reaccumulation or accumulation structure. So ito yung immediate target mo, no, for your markup phase. So we're still on an early stage bull market. I think that's my main market thesis. Madami din namang mga current market catalysts, no? For example, market liquidity is still hovering near the accumulation range, no? So mamaya di-discuss natin 'yun, which is one of our primary benchmarks on primary and leading signals or leading benchmarks for a risk on market scenario, no, or market state. So the Q, same thing, no, nagko-consolidate as long as na-hold ng price tong level na to, which is yung 433. So as long as na-hold yan, I think all goods pa naman yung Qs natin. So Qs is involved with tech stocks, no. Yun yung majority niya, mga tech stocks, mga big, yung Mag 7 natin, which is yung Tesla, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, Nvidia right now, no, pati Microsoft, nabanggit ko na. So yun yung mga Mag 7 natin, yung mga mega caps. So that's our Qs, our SPY. Next is our equal weighted Qs. So yesterday, nung midweek situational awareness video natin, nasabi natin or na-declare natin na we have a broader market rally, 'di ba? Kita din naman, no, based on current leaders or momentum leaders in the market like SoundHound, BBAI, ano pa ba? SMCI, no? Pero patapos na siya or nagko-consolidate na siya ngayon. So, broader market rally yung pinapakita ng triple QE natin or yung equal weighted Qs natin. So, kahapon, we saw a clear breakout, no, for our equal weighted Qs. Ang current na ayoko lang na nakikita ko for the equal weighted Qs is, 'di ba, meron kang momentum candle dito. Yung ano mo, yung Nvidia earnings mo. Eto, yan, 'di ba? So, nag-breakout siya sa inside bar na yan, which is etong candle na yan. Ayan. Yung breakout sa 88. Then, yesterday, finade or nag-close ulit siya dito sa inside bar na yan or sa mother bar na to. So, that's somewhat a sign of weakness, no? Wala ka masyadong committed na buyers on a broader market perspective. So, medyo may na-experience tayong selling yesterday based on our equal weighted Qs. 'Di ba? So, ano yung implication nun? So, since we saw a fade or a weakening of momentum, dapat kasi may follow-through siya eh. Yun yung pinaka main idea, 'di ba, on an inside bar breakout. Ngayon lang, kailangan ko na makita is ma-hold niya tong 50% level. Etong same lang din with the S&P 500, no? Yung 50% na itong momentum bar na yan. So, as long as na-hold niya naman yung 88, 87.60, okay pa naman and may possibility for a continued run up for our broader market. So, pre-market so far right now, our equal weighted Qs is no trades pa, no, halos unchanged for our equal weighted Qs. So, balikan ulit natin yung SPY, no. Right now, pre-market, no, since pre-market prep to, down 0.27%, 1.35 points. So, it's slightly opening below the recent candle low, no. So, ito yung candle low natin, 'di ba? Ito yung candle low natin, which is 504.70. So, right now, siya, nasa 504.91. So, pre-market, medyo may onting selling ka. Although, consolidating lang siya dyan. Ito yung opening bar ng mo. 'Di ba? Ito yung opening bar ng pre-market mo. So, right now, bumabalik siya doon sa opening bar mo. Or yung range ng opening bar mo. So, ano yung implication nun? So, may nag-breakout na siya dyan eh. Sa opening range na yan eh. Ng pre-market, pero finade lang din. So, actually, hindi pa naman tapos yung candle na to. May 36 minutes pa. So, I think we shall see if S&P 500 opens okay this market session. So, bakit nga ba tayo naka-experience ng onting selling yesterday? So, mamaya doon sa natin yan, sa risk events, i-discuss natin yan. So, same, mabalik tayo doon sa sa mga equal weighted Qs and S&P 500, no. So, based on our equal weighted S&P 500, so looking at the RSP, no, maganda yung ginagawa niyang price action. So this is your accumulation base. After the accumulation base, nag-breakout ka dyan, nag-create ka ulit ng reaccumulation structure or ng base above the resistance area, which is 156. Then nag-breakout ulit dito. So right now, yung RSP natin is also doing an inside bar setup or inside bar momentum pattern, no? Which is ito. So right now, actually yesterday okay yung close ng RSP natin, no? Yung equal weighted S&P 500 natin. So nag-ano siya, parang tinry niya mag-breakout pero may somewhat fade din. Pero it ended at a green. Versus the equal weighted Qs na medyo doji, and yung S&P 500 natin yesterday medyo hindi, yung Qs pala, medyo bearish candle, no? Kasi it ended at a red, no? With a doji. Parang indecision siya, undecided, pero red candle. So medyo undecided selling yung parang pina-feel ng candle natin in our Qs. Yung market cap weighted Qs. Yun, anyway, if our equal weighted Qs and equal weighted S&P 500 breaks above their inside bar setups, instead of looking at mega caps, large caps, maybe you should focus on mid caps, no? Specifically mga growth names. Most likely doon pupunta yung pera or magfo-flow yung pera. Later on dito sa sa market dashboard natin, we will create a review on our market segments, no, which is yung mid-cap growth, S&P 500 core, etc., etc. Then titingnan natin ano yung mga malalakas on our dashboard, no. So etong dashboard is only available to our community, which is the BTP community, no. So freely nila na access, no. Yun, anyway, di ko muna siya ibabanggitin, no. Focus muna tayo dito. Anyway, yesterday we experienced a slight selling or slight sell-off in our market, no. So actually kahapon yung mga hawak ko medyo yung core ko na hawak, which is yung hood, it experienced some selling yesterday. So later on discuss ko din yan. So anyway, balik tayo dito sa reason bakit nagkaroon ng sell-off, no. So start na tayo dito sa macro benchmark review natin. So looking at the DXY, no. So nag-close siya below this channel. So you have this uptrending channel, yung channel na yan. And right now nag-break below MA20 siya, which is a good sign for equities. Kaya rin tayo may nakitang broader market rally, 'di ba? Hindi na lang siya concentrated sa mega caps. So nag-rally yung mga AI names na second liners and third liners, even crypto names. Even the crypto market is rallying dahil din dito, most likely sa pinapakita ng DXY natin. I'm not sure bakit isa yun sa mga factors, but mainly isa din sa mga key factors but nag-rally yung crypto market is the Bitcoin halving or upcoming Bitcoin halving. Anyway, balik tayo sa DXY, looking at the technicals, no. You have your MA100. This red line is sloping downward siya, which is bearish for this index, diba? So a bearish DXY or a declining DXY is good for our equities, good for the US market, and good for crypto, yung mga risk assets natin, 'di ba? So right now, nag-break din siya below the MA20. So ang acting support mo na, yung next support level mo is your MA50. 'Di ba? Your intermediate term dynamic support. So right now, nagko-consolidate lang siya diyan below the MA100. May makikita tayong signal na risk on for our equities if it closes below 103.6. So that's gonna be good for our risk assets. Pero if it manages to rally back above 104.4 or 104.5, then that's gonna be a risk of signal for equities. So yun yung review natin on DXY. So kaya rin nagkaroon ng slight sell-off kasi may nakita tayong rally on the DXY, no, on the first half of the market session. So yesterday, may na-experience tayong rally on DXY, then na-fade lang din. Kaya nagkaroon ng indecision, no, in the markets. So at the same time, no, mamaya di-discuss natin yung GDP, yung Q4 GDP estimates, no, or yung revision, yung second revision or second estimate. So anyway, that's the XY. Yun yung key levels natin. Basically, papunta tayo dun sa signal na risk on for equities or continued risk on for equities. Ang kailangan na lang bantayan is yung 104.4 na level. If mag-rally yung DXY, dapat mag-ingat ka na for equities. Dapat baka mangyari dyan, magkaroon ng sell-in, magkaroon ng profit taking, magkaroon ng risk of sentiment for equities and crypto, no? Baka yun yung mangyari for if ganun yung gawin ng DXY. Anyway, moving forward, our US 10-year, our bond yields, our treasury yields, the most liquid treasury versus all treasuries, no? Kaya din ito yung main benchmark natin. So anyway, looking at the big picture, you have your bull trap, no? So this is a bull trap in yields. So that's good for equities, 'di ba? That's good for equities. Actually, yung decline na yan, yung decline from October papunta dito sa December, alam nyo na yung nangyari dyan sa market noong mga panahon na yan, 'di ba? Kung i-compare mo siya sa SPY, is this red line or this green line, nung nagde-decline yung US 10-year yield mo, nag-rally yung S&P 500 mo. Although, right now, medyo may correlation na siya. Or yung usual correlation niya is diverging. Nag-rally yung market mo, nag-rally yung yields mo, pero nag-rally yung market mo, yung risk assets mo, which is unusual, 'di ba? So, bakit? Maybe dahil din sa Nvidia related growth or baka yung pinaprice ng market is a Goldilocks type of economic state, yung tipong may deflation ka or disinflation and then may growth ka. So kaya wala silang pake on the 10-year yields. So yun yung pwedeng maging hunch or parang thesis natin on why the market is rallying kahit na nag-rally yung bond yields mo, yung 10-year yields mo. Yun yung isa sa mga possibility. Pero ang main factor din talaga is the overall liquidity, yung Fed liquidity. So, eto may direct correlation siya with the markets, no? So, usually leading pa siya. Actually, hindi ko na muna masyado i-discuss to since exclusive siya for our for my students, no? But basically, it's a leading signal. It's tracking liquidity, no, na kine-create ng central bank ng US. At the same time created by the US Treasuries or US Treasury, which is ito, tinatrack namin yung Treasury General Account, yung WT region. So essentially ito yung parang checking account ng US Treasury or ng government ng US. Ngayon, pag umaangat yan, it sucks liquidity sa financial markets. So that's quite bad for equities. Syempre, 'di ba? Kasi hinihigop niya yung liquidity. Pero may other factors pa like yung central bank assets, yung bank term funding program, yung reverse repo facility. So may mga other factors. So ito yung main formula niya, but ayun, basically it tracks market liquidity. So recently, we are seeing net liquidity injections, but actually right now meron tayong downtick in liquidity. So liquidity is being vacuumed or sucked out sa financial markets. So that's bad for equities. So ang gusto nating makita is mag-uptrend tong natin, Fed liquidity benchmark. So yun yung pinaka-guess ng idea in tracking Fed liquidity. So sa akin, if it breaks above the RTL, etong plotted RTL natin, that's gonna be a tailwind for equities or risk assets. Sa akin lang, if it manages to close below $6.3 trillion that's gonna be bad for equities. So yun yung isa sa mga risk factors na tinitignan natin. Yun, anyway, mabalik tayo dito sa 10-year yields. So, pinaka-basic na understanding natin dyan, since it's involving treasuries, pag umaangat yung yields, pangit yun for equities eh. Pangit yun for equities. Siyempre, saan pa ba pupunta yung pera? Siyempre, sa bonds, 'di ba? Sa 10-year note, sa 10-year yields, 10-year notes natin. Doon pupunta yung pera. Since mataas yung interest rate, 'di ba? So, imbes na ilagay nila sa stocks, ilalagay nila sa bonds or sa treasuries, no? So, yun yung main idea. At the same time, eto lang sa 10-year yields natin. Sige, direct to the point na lang. If umangat yan above 4.4 or kahit dito sa inside bar na yan, 'di ba may nakikita tayong inside bar, nagko-consolidate above the 50% ng range. So that's quite bearish, no? A bearish signal in equities. Kasi once na mag-breakout yan dyan sa 4.4, baka magkaroon tayo ng another risk of market sentiment, no? Kasi syempre pag tumaas yung yields, pangit yun for equities, no? Pero technicals lang, no? If we're gonna look at the key moving averages, no? Looks like MA100 is serving as resistance. MA100 serves as resistance. So, ang gusto natin for our US 10-year, ang gusto natin mangyari is mag-close siya below 4.2. Yun yung gusto natin for our US 10-year. So, yun yung main point. That's the main point in our 10-year bond yields or 10-year note yields. So, yun. Next is our US oil. Another thing, no, bakit din nag-rally yung DXY yesterday and medyo nagkaroon din ng sell-off sa equities natin, no. So, yesterday, no, our US oil broke above or broke above 79 level, 79.2, no. So, ito yung parang recent high niya, pinaka-recent market high niya. Yan, this is the 20-day high, no? Or around, tignan natin I think 50-day high to 30-day high. So, this is your 30-day high. Yesterday, it broke above the 30-day high. So, that's a technical breakout. Pero thankfully, finade niya, di ba? Nag-fade siya. So, sa atin, ang US oil, if it's rising, that's gonna be bad for equities. Bakit? Kasi tataas yung inflation. Ngayon, ano yung next? If tumaas yung inflation, it's gonna be bad for our bond yields, 'di ba? Parang magiging hawkish ulit yung Fed, and then if maging hawkish sila, alam mo na yung mangyayari sa equities mo. Most likely it will hindi naman crash, but may mga profit taking ka or risk of events ka na mangyayari. So, yun. Basically, what we want for US oil is bumalik na siya dito sa 75 level or 76 muna, no? And break below this support trend line. So, that's what we want for our US oil to do, no? So, if mag-breakout ulit yan above 79.50, break above 80, risk off siya for equities. Break below this support trend line, then happy lahat. Syempre, wag lang yung super sharp decline. Yung tipong 3-day decline na parang yung 2020. Yung kung babalikan nyo yung 2020 price action, yung tipong ganyan. Wag lang yung ganto. Sana ba yun? 2020. Yan. Wag lang yung ganyan. Wag lang yung super sharp na drops. Kasi that's gonna be, most likely baka dahil may problema in the economy, yung aggregate demand, baka talagang olats, tipong wala masyadong economic activity kaya bumababa yung yung US oil. So yun, isa yun sa mga need mo din i-take consider, yung acceleration or yung speed of decline and angat. So that's US oil. So tapos na tayo dun sa mga macro benchmarks natin, no. So it's pointing us to nandun tayo sa mga danger zones ng macro benchmarks natin na anytime no, pag mag-pop up or mag-pump yung US oil mo, mag-pump yung 10-year note yields mo, at the same time mag-pump yung DXY mo, madami kang makikitang sell-off. The same time, looking at our S&P 500, 'di ba? Since it's printing new highs and medyo nagko-consolidate siya, dinadigest pa niya yung Nvidia earnings. If sumabay yung DXY mo, yung mga macro benchmarks mo, baka may experience kang bear trap or I mean bull trap dito. So ito yung immediate trading range mo, 'di ba? Yan yung 10-day or 5-day range mo. Yan yung pinaka recent na base, no? Yan yung pinaka recent na trading range mo. So nag-start dyan, swing high, swing low, swing high, and then swing low. Then right now, if it closes below 501, that's basically a turtle soup na setup, no? Yung tipong pwedeng mag-breach below 490 siya anytime. So yun yung parang main isa din sa mga possible scenarios na pwede mong i-take consider. A bear case, a possible bear case. So bakit nga ba nangyari yan yesterday, yung mga market events na yan? So punta tayo dito sa trading economics, no? So halos around ano na tayo, 8:40 PM na today in this video, no? 8:40 PM. So halos 1.5 hours away na lang tayo sa market open. So ngayon, ang main goal nga natin is to be updated on everything para prepared tayo on our trading session. Since we are sometimes or in some portfolios na hinawakan natin, we're trading intraday, scalping, ganun. And majority is swing trading. So, kailangan ko lang din kailangan, isa sa mga sa mga objective ko on each trading day is to be updated in everything para prepared ako if kailangan ba ako maging maingat on my current open positions, dapat bang mag-take profit ako and whatnot, no? Syempre, it will also boil down sa setups based or setups first na approach. Etong mga ginagawa ko is just supporting activities para lang din maging prepared ako on my biases and being updated or being aware on pinaka-importante talaga yung mga risk events, no? Kasi syempre ayaw may iwasan yung iniiwasan talaga natin is yung mga malalaking gap downs, mga ganun. Syempre, kailangan iba na yung updated and iba na yung tinitake consider mo at least majority ng risk factors. So, yun, mabalik tayo dito sa this week. Yan, this week pala. This week. Yan. So, sa trading economics natin, no, medyo eto, yung kahapon. Yung GDP growth rate, quarter on quarter, second estimate. So, yung second estimate, lumabas na 3.2%. Ang consensus is 3.3%. No? So, medyo slightly lower than the consensus. And at the same time, yung previous GDP ng US ng Q3 is at 4.9%. So, we experience a deceleration in growth, no? Well, actually, halos, lang naman yan, in line lang din naman dun sa usual growth rate, no? Meron lang tayo na experience na malakas na upsurge nung Q3 dahil din siguro sa liquidity injections ng Fed, no, last year. Pwede mong tignan yun dun sa tinignan natin kanina. Kaya tayo nagkaroon ng acceleration in economic activity and madaming fiscal spending talaga, no, recently. So pwede nyo na take consider yun. Aralin nyo na lang din yun, yung mga ganong klaseng concepts. But yun, anyway, pinaka punto lang is may slight decline tayo in growth relative dito sa previous quarter, no? So medyo may downward revisions tayo na experience, 'di ba? So downward revision is a signal of slower growth. So imbes na mataas na growth, slower growth, 'di ba? And recently, 'di ba, yung inflation report, CPI, PPI came in hot this January, 'di ba? So CPI, sana ba yung CPI natin? Yan. So 0.4%, 3.9% yung core inflation rate year on year, 3.9% versus the consensus of 3.7%. So higher inflation, slower growth. Ano na yung magiging market narrative nun? Pwedeng toward ano na tayo? Papunta na tayo nun sa narrative na stagflation. Stagnation and may inflation ka pa. So hopefully hindi naman yun yung mangyari, 'di ba? If mangyari yun, that's gonna be bad for our equities talaga. Kasi possibly hindi na mag rate cut yung Fed at the same time since slower growth, baka may experience tayong slower earnings growth sa equities natin on Q2. So magkaka-domino effect, no? Magkaka-domino effect. But we shall see. Ano pa lang naman yun? Parang mga nice to know, mga theory pa lang naman, mga way forward and parang anticipating possible market chatter or parang ano lang, parang something to take note of, no? To take note of. Yun, that's our recent market development or key market event this trading week, 'di ba? So balik tayo dito. So on Feb 29 today, may core PCE price index tayo na release this 9:30. So PCE is yung pinaka-preferred na inflation marker or inflation benchmark ng Fed. So ang gusto nating makita today, no, is a lower PCE or lower inflation. If meron tayong nakitang acceleration in PCE, no, consensus actually is 0.4%. Forecast of trading economics is 0.3%, no? So let's say PCE core PCE later ang ni-release is 0.2%. Baka mag-rally yung market, no? Baka mag-rally yung market. And may personal income din tayong need i-take consider, no? So, parang marker siya ng parang marker siya ng gaano ba kalaki yung kinikita ng usual citizen ng US, no? So, consensus is 0.4%, previous is 0.3%, no? 0.3%. And let's see if we see an acceleration in personal income. So, if mag-accelerate yung personal income, baka ang maging effect nun or maging ang tingin ng market, no, ang maging tingin ng market sa data na yun is quite inflationary, no? Quite inflationary. So later on, let's say ang maging scenario, no, for our core PC and personal income data release, considering personal spending din, no. So let's say lower spending, lower PCE, lower income, that's gonna be a recession signal. That's gonna be a recession signal. If magkaroon ng recession signal, most likely expect depende rin kasi kung tipong super laki ng decline in personal spending, decline in personal income, and PCE, baka pag super laki talaga, baka mag-decline yung market naman. Kasi syempre, ang baka maging narrative naman is a fast rate hike cycle, no? So sa simula medyo bearish yun, pero magre-recover din yung market syempre pag mag-rate cut na mabilis and magkaroon ng new influx of availability of credit and liquidity. So that's gonna be stimulative, no? Overall in the economy and the financial market. So anyway, mga ano lang naman yan, mga nice to know, mga something to anticipate. Pero pinaka bottom line right now, eto, tignan mo yan, yung PCE price index. So ang gusto natin slightly below consensus, tipong 0.3%, 0.2%. if higher than consensus tipong 0.5%, baka mag-decline yung market. So, yun. Kaya rin siguro nagpo-pullback yung market, no, recently. So, not only taking in consideration of the Nvidia earnings, no, hindi lang sa pag-digest ng Nvidia earnings, but also the PCE, yung upcoming inflation or yung preferred inflation benchmark ng Fed. So that's one of our main watch today, no, 9:30, 8:50 na ngayon, around 40 minutes away na lang. 30-40 minutes away na lang itong core PCE. So need nating bantayan 'yan. 9:30 PM, no, 9:30 AM Eastern Time. Yun, anyway, that's our risk factors or possible risk events. Actually, hindi pa tayo tapos, no? Earnings calendar. So, very rigorous yung yung pre-market prep natin ngayon. Not unlike hindi naman yesterday, hindi pala ako nakapag pre-market prep sa inyo yesterday, but nung Tuesday. Usually, 'di ba, ang ginagawa ko lang sa YouTube is in this channel is to just discuss the heat map, the pre-market prices, blah blah blah. Ngayon, ito yung complete pre-market prep. Not actually, may mga hindi pa kung inaano, but ano lang siya. Parang ito na yung pinaka-core ng pre-market prep, no. So I hope magka-idea kayo paano yung flow, para at least alam nyo paano gawin yung mga gantong klaseng rituals before market opens. So today is Feb 29. Ito yung majority of our earnings right now, no. So let's look at the market cap. Usually tinitingnan ko lang yung market cap eh. So yung earnings calendar natin only takes consider of high liquidity mid caps plus. So mid caps and above, pati mega caps tinitake consider mo. And may earnings release right now. So ito yung mga natin, mga tignan natin Bath and Body Works, kala Bed Bath and Beyond na BBWI. So small cap or mid cap. Ang mga large caps natin is Toronto Dominion Bank, more on banks, oil and gas, and etong Dell, no. So meron tayong tech earnings release today, no. So isa din to sa mga large caps natin, which is Dell. So Dell will release its earnings post market 4:30 PM. Double check ko dito sa natin, sa TView. Yun lang, wala siya nung parang usual na ganito, yung may ganyan. So wala siyang announcement or indication na after market close ba or before market close nila i-release today. So most likely baka ayun nga, dito sa API ko, lumalabas na 4:30 PM Eastern Time. Lalabas yung earnings report ni Dell. Yun. At the same time, ito Zscaler, more of, I think, CRM, yung Zscaler. So, Zscaler. CRM ba to? Data processing. So, most likely cloud, no? Internet access, private access, yun, cloud protection, digital experience. So, siya? Yun, cloud-based internet platform. So, makaka-apekto ba yun sa current positions ko? Sa mga current swing positions ko? So, oil and gas, banks, pero hindi naman super large cap. Hindi siya major bank, no? Itong Toronto Dominion Bank. And Dell. So, isang cloud-based earnings release. Dell is a tech or semicon, pwede mo i-take consider of semicon, computer hardware, no. So building materials right now, actually itong CRH, no, So materials related name etong building materials. So pwedeng makaapekto to sa isa kong hawak which is SHW. Directly directly related ba sila? Tong Sherwin-Williams meron ako but ang main segments na is focused on packaging, mga marine, industrial woods, mga coatings, finishes, mga ganun. Etong nakita natin right now, etong CRH, uh, I think not totally related, no? Kasi ito construction material. So malakas yung trend niya, no? Interesting enough. Actually, na-release na yung na-release na yung earnings niya. So pre-market CRH is rallying, no? CRH is rallying. Ito 83.74 yung opening price na. So gapping up around 280R, 380R or 3 average to range na move yung ginagawa niya, no? Tong CRH. So 5.5% up, 5.57% up, 4.42 points pre-market etong CRH natin. So lakas ng ano niya, ng opening or pre-market open niya. Let's see if masustain niya yan. Wag lang siyang ma-fade at the open. So that's CRH. So ang makaka-apekto dyan na hawak ko or pwedeng directly na maapektuhan itong Lennar ko most likely. Since Lennar is a home builder name, yung isa is a constructions or building materials name. So syempre, since they directly or not totally not totally directly related, pero meron siyang intermarket or inter-sector, inter-industry na factor or element. So right now, Lennar yung hawak ko. Pre-market halos unchanged. So I think wala siyang involved na risk, no, for my holdings in home builders. Next, Sherwin-Williams. Pre-market wala din namang galaw, no? So etong CRH, okay naman yung earnings niya. Okay naman yung earnings niya. If pangit yung earnings niya and pangit yung market reaction, matik titignan ko yung mga hawak ko. If yung mga related na hawak ko and then if nag-gap down din or nagpapakita ng selling momentum, baka mag-change ako ng stance and mas iangkop ko yung actions ko toward the current given information nung risk event na yon na related sa earnings. So ito, another significant earnings today is Celsius Holdings, so CELH. So one of the market leaders ng 2022 ata, 2023. So right now medyo tignan natin, gapping down Celsius Holdings. So hindi pa naman i-release yung ano niya, earnings niya, no. Pero pre-market may mga risk off ka na sellers. May mga sellers ka na nagre-risk off, no. So hindi pa naman market open, may time pa sila i-release yung earnings niya. Pero most likely baka negative earnings release yung CELH. So syempre hindi mo naman maiiwasan, no. May mga insider info ka, mga ganun. So I think baka mag-base ulit tong CELH, baka mag-create ng cup and handle. So main question, 'di ba? Makaka-apekto ba 'yun sa mga hawak ko? Most likely hindi. 'Di ba? Most likely hindi. So next is Dell. 'Di ba? Si Dell may earnings release siya, although not sure if at the open or after close or post market. Pero right now, itong Dell natin is slightly opening lower than the previous market close. So relative to the previous market close, we're at negative 1.45%. 'Di ba? So medyo meron kang selling na nangyayari pre-market on Dell. So makaka-apekto ba 'yun sa hawak ko na EMD? Tingin ko slight. So, kailangan ko ng bantayan din talaga yung stops ko on this name. So, nag-enter ako on AMD nung nag-breakout dito sa 180. Then, medyo wide stops lang ako at 167. So, close below MA20, then baka ibenta ko na siya. So, as long as it's holding above the MA20, then I'm still good on AMD. No? Big picture kasi it looks attractive for me, no? Since it's on an early stage markup for AMD. Yon. Next is sa earnings natin, so far wala naman na. Since yung last na hawak ko is Hood, and ano ba yung business ni Hood? Ano siya, broker siya, 'di ba? Investment broker, stock market platform, and wala namang directly related na earnings release right now, no. This Thursday, Feb 29, no. So I think okay naman. So right now medyo may onting selling lang tayo na experience on Hood. And right now, opening lower than the previous market close at around negative 1.86%. So, 0.30 points. 0.30 points. So, yun. Actually, kanina, pre-market, post-market, kaninang alas 8, nagbenta ko onte on Hood. Nagbenta ko onte sa Hood. So, right now, pre-market, no, down yung position around 700 US. Unrealized PNL is 3.3K. Kanina, nagbenta ko around 400 shares on Hood. So, I'm tranching out. Let's say, ang primary target ko talaga on the trade is 15.30 eh. 15.30. Since it's a post-earnings drift setup. 15.30. So, pinarally ko lang ng onte. Then, dito sa 16, tinignan ko yung price action if ma-hold niya yan. Then, right now, parang it's showing signs of weakness intraday, no? So, most likely, ang target ko is to at least sell the majority dito sa area na yan. Sa area na yan. Then, let's say mag-hold naman yung MA20, MA10, then sasakyan ko lang siya. So, ganun. So, that's my current open position on Hood. So, medyo matagal na pala tayo. 54 minutes na, no? Medyo, actually, hindi pa tayo tapos. So, market segments and groups analysis, bilisan lang din natin, no? So, looking at the market groups, ang malalakas pa rin natin is yung mga mid-cap growth, S&P 500 growth, and usually mga mid-caps to large caps yung mga malalakas natin right now. So, anything small cap, anything value name or value-related name, medyo dapat pass ka muna. So, focus ka muna sa mga sa mga mid-cap and growth-related names. Mid-cap, large cap, yun yung mga magaganda, I think. Then, in terms of our market groups, no? Blockchain is still the strongest, semicon, okay pa din naman, and broadline retail also one of the interesting sectors or interesting market groups right now. So yung spider growth, di na natin masyadong titingnan yan kasi usually ito pa rin naman yung natin, mga strongest market sectors natin. Anyway, looking at our market groups, anything new in our top 15? So far wala. Ito, oil and gas medyo malakas recently. Double check natin yan tama ba to? I buy. Mali itong ko. Siguro nag-mix up yung ko. Yung API ko. Anyway, kasi may problems with the Google app script recently. So, I buy yung malakas right now. So, ano ba yung I buy? Punta tayo sa etfdb.com. I buy. So, most likely itong I buy, retail. No? Retail-related name or specialty retail. Yun, online retail pala siya. Online retail. So, Carvana, Affirm, Beyond, Trip, Uber, mga ganun. So, mga online platform. So, that's quite new in our top 15. So, hindi oil and gas, but ano, online retail or online platform. So, yan yung mga pwede mong tignan. So far, aerospace and defense, interesting enough na sector. So, home builders also interesting enough. And IPOs, no? So, last week, actually, lagi ko nang sinasabi yung IPO related na place is gonna be one of the main market themes for this next 2 weeks. So, isa sa mga bets ko, isa sa mga trades ko is hood in relation to that IPO related na market group. So, 'di ba yung hood nag-IPO lang yan noong 2021. So, past 3 years nag-IPO siya, nag-decline, nag-create ng base, nagkaroon ng accumulation base, and right now breaking out of this accumulation base. So, 'di ba may apat na market cycles tayo, yung usual, 'di ba? So, you have your markdown, you have your accumulation, you have your markup, your third, and then your distribution, and then your markdown. So, may mga mag-accumulate ka na institutions, mga even retail, mga whales. So, once na nakuha na nila yung supply dyan, yung float, if magkaroon ng catalyst, pwede na i-pump, mag-rally, may mga bago kang participants like the retail, since low supply, low float, nasa institution ng float, madaling umakyat yung presyo kasi wala ka masyadong supply in circulation. So okay, umangat na. Yung mga bumili sa accumulation area, since kumita na sila dito sa rally na yan, will most likely sell at a profit. Titake profit sila, blah blah blah. Meron ka ding mga naipit dyan na magsasell at break even. So mag-resist yung presyo, di ba? Mag-resist yung presyo. Ngayon, once it breaks below this key market structure or this market structure, then you will have some traders that will be selling at a loss since may hit yung stops nila, and syempre may mga profit takers ka din na galing dito na will continue to sell. So strong buying, meron kang onting selling, sideways movement, may distribution ka, then the acceleration of selling. So that's the four main market cycles or market phases, di ba? So yun yung Wyckoff yan, Wyckoff logic. Not exclusive kay Wyckoff, andyan din yung Dow theory, nandyan din yung Elliott wave theory, type of market cycle theory. Madaming theory, no? Pero yun yung ginagamit ko, which is the Wyckoff cycle or Wyckoff theory. So right now, hood is opening slightly below the previous market close. So yan, expecting to unload my majority of my positions to secure my profits, yada yada. So ganun, yun yung main plan of attack ko for today's session or today's trading session. So that's hood. So actually medyo nag-jumble na yung natin, yung sections natin in the pre-market prep, pero ayun, I hope na digest na tong video na to if you have the time, no, since 1 hour to, no, 1 hour, then halos 1.5 hour away na lang tayo sa market open. So once na ma-release ko to, sana mapanood nyo na lahat. Yun, anyway, so that's my plan of attack. Actually, tapos na tayo on the market group. So bottom line, look for setups in IPO names. You have your coin, your new, your A-firm, your ARM. Isa din sa mga malalakas recently on semicons. Although nag-rally na siya, pero ang kailangan mo na lang antayin is a decent enough base, no? Most likely a 1 month base dito sa inside candle na yan. This momentum candle. Yun. So post earnings drift play yung pwede mong gawin dito. So you have your earnings, nag-rally, nag-consolidate. So ida-digest na onti yung ng market, blah blah blah. You have your reaccumulation since it's on an all-time high. You have your profit takers, kaya din nagko-consolidate right now. Syempre, yung mga bumili dyan, isipin mo let's say, tignan natin tong trading range na to. Yeah. Let's use our volume profile. So, ito yung point of control natin, di ba? So, majority of the shares is at 51, 52 area, no? So, assuming karamihan nandito, nag-rally ng 150% in just 40 days, no? Let's say, majority of the shares dito sa area na yan, no? Actually, hindi naman 50 days since I think dito yan mag-start if you're gonna count it strictly, no? So, halos ilang days lang to. Halos kalahating taon or less than a year. Halos isang quarter, no? 110 days. 73 bars, 73 trading days, and kumita sila ng 150%. So, ano yung magiging natural reaction nila? Yung mga bumili at 50, 51. Siyempre, they will most likely take profit, di ba? Siyempre, kumita ka ba naman ng 150%? Most likely, you will sell at a profit. Hindi man lahat, pero may mga ibebenta ka kahit papaano. Kaya din nag-hover yung presyo dyan. Kasi you have your sellers, you have your profit takers, so price will resist to go upward. Diba? Ano ba kalaban ng presyo? Inulit-ulit ko sa inyo, diba? Tatlo yung kalaban ng presyo pagtaas. Mga profit takers, isa. Mga nagbe-break even sell, diba? May mga nagbe-break even sell, and mga short sellers if you're trading the US market and the crypto market. Sa Philippine market, may short selling pero hindi pa siya ganun ka-mature enough to have that kind of price-resisting factor or element. So, yun yung kalaban ng presyo sa pag-angat. Short sellers, profit takers, and break-even sellers. Dito, since it's an all-time high or near all-time high, ano yung kalaban mo? Actually, meron ka pa naman mga kalaban na break-even sellers, no? May kalaban ka pang break-even sellers. If you're gonna take consider of this trading range, actually manipis lang naman yan in comparison dito sa mga recent candles or recent volume nodes. So, yung point of control ng trading range na to is at 126. 126. So, kakamihan ng shares dito sa trading range na yan is at 127, 126. And price is above it. So, it will serve as support. So, right now, since ito yung information na nakikita natin, meron kang element of profit takers, meron kang slight element of break-even sellers. Let's say, umangat yan to 150. May mga break-even sellers ka na magka-come in. Pwede, diba? Pwede rin may short sellers kang pumapasok right now. Siyempre, tingin nila dyan, parang double top, pwedeng ganyan. So, may mga short sellers ka na possibly coming in or may influx ka ng short sellers. So, actually, makikita mo naman yan sa Finviz, no? Finviz Elite. Tignan natin yung yung ARM. Ano yung short float niya? Short float of ARM is quite low. So, okay lang. Wala ka masyadong short sellers. So, ganun. So, sa Carvana, no? Meron tayong high short float. So, dyan papasok yung concept of short squeezes. Anyway, di para i-discuss yan ngayon. Ang main goal is to prepare us, no, for this trading session. Okay, so that's ARM. Balik tayo dito sa market groups, no? Focus on IPO names. As always, nandyan yung semicon mo. May mga emerging setups ka naman. Like, for Avgo, meron kang consolidation structure. Tingnan natin, Avgo. Ito na naman. Nalilis na naman tayo. So, nag-retest siya dito sa trading range na yan. So, you have your setups naman in semicon names. Diba? You have your setups. So, siya pa rin yung market leader talaga. So for broadline retail, so nandito na tayo sa stocks in focus, no. ASO. Isa to sa mga nakikita ko. Actually, nag-rally na siya. Yung inside bar mo, nag-breakout na siya and accelerating, no. And it's it's under an all-time high. It's on an all-time high status etong ASO. So specialty retail or broadline retail. So madami kang setups dito na makikita sa top 15. So actually usually kasi pag nag-scan ako ng setups, it's either I'm gonna start with using FinViz. May mga screeners tayo dito na naka-preset. For example, IPO and Pure Tech Scan. So, titingnan ko yung mga names. May mga possible setups pa. For example, ito, VSCO. Maganda yung coil niya, no? And ito, INTR. Lalagay ko na yan sa stock list ko. Kunyari, VSCO. Titingnan ko muna yan, syempre, sa trading view. Diba? Then, right now, I'm seeing a possible pre-earnings swing play. Actually, hindi na eh. Lapit na ng earnings eh. So, antayin ko muna matapos ng earnings for VSCO. Ito, INTR. So, ganun yung scanning process. I have my FinViz, I have my FinViz Elite, and then, ang last resort ko na, let's say, low quality setups yung nakikita ko on my screeners, on my FinViz screeners. Dito na papasok yung market groups ko. Titingnan ko na yung mga top components, isa-isahin ko siya. Titingnan ko yung mga malalakas na names, malalakas na groups, and then drill down to the individual names. So, yung kanina, yung pinakita ko, it's a bottom-up approach of scanning the markets or for scanning setups. Yun yung bottom-up. Ito, top-down. Hanapin mo yung mga malalakas na market groups, then look for the possible components inside it na pwedeng nag-create ng momentum or nag-establish ng setups. So, ganun. That's the top component. That's my way of scanning, no? Yun yung gist or yun yung pahapyaw on how I scan. Anyway, so medyo na-list na naman tayo, sorry. So, sayang walang charts to request, no? Naka-live tayo actually dito sa natin, sa test group natin sa Facebook. So, actually gumawa kasi ako ng naging eligible tayo in Facebook to create a premium group, a paid group, no? Tinetest ko lang dito sa natin, sa group na yan. Paano yung magiging user experience, kumbaga. Okay, so mabalik lang tayo, no? So I think ang hindi na lang natin nako-cover is stock heat map. So ito yung natin, yung usual stock heat map process natin, no? Or yung how we scan the heat map. So ito, actually yesterday to na price action or market action. So I look at the heat map in terms of volume traded, which is volume times price. So value traded pala, and the daily performance. So I look at the biggest boxes with green. I look for big green boxes. Yun yung goal, diba? Siyempre, gusto ko makakita ng acceleration in bullish momentum since majority of our trades are long or in a long position or naka-long lang tayo, hindi tayo masyadong short. Yun, anyway, ito, Tesla, interesting, 1.16%. So, diba recently, medyo nabubugbog yan. BA, tignan natin ano yung mga setups na yan or ano yung ginagawa ng mga names na yan. So, BA is Boeing. Paano naging electronic and component to? Electronic technology. Sa bagay, nagde-develop din naman siya ng mga airline-related na developments, aerotech developments. So, kahapon, maganda yung price action niya. nag-go above or nag-close above MA20, although yung MA configuration mo is slightly uh, dispalkado, no? Medyo dispalkado na ganyan. You have your declining MA20, you have a flatlining MA100, and MA50 that is facing downwards or sloping downward. So medyo ano siya, pangit, no? Looking at the big picture as well, pangit din yung market structure niya. So anyway, so heat map, medyo matatagalan tayo if individually natin siya titignan. Let's just look at the interesting ones, no? So AXON 13% up yesterday with a decent enough value traded around 822 million, no? So volume times price 'yan. So next is eBay. Interesting enough, 7.88% with a total value traded of 1.11 billion US. So CEG, an oil and gas name ata, no? If tama yung pagkakatanda ko. Ayun, tama. It's an energy corp and it's 9.68% up yesterday with a 1.4 billion na value traded or US dollar value traded. So, First Solar, so medyo maganda yung performance din niya actually relative doon sa mga past trading days. Halos 3% up with 1.26 billion US na value traded. So, bottom line, pwede ka rin mag-scan ng ganyan, no? If you're an intraday trader. You look for top decliners and then pwede mong i-mean revert. Pwede rin maghanap ka ng nag-accelerate na name, no? Nag-accelerate na name. Then, if may na-form na market structure na pwedeng tradable na ng intraday or scalp, iti-take advantage mo yung yung momentum continuation. So that's one of the methods. So pre-market. Let's look at the pre-market changes, no. So halos lahat unchanged. Actually hindi pa natin na-adjust 'yan. 0.5%, 0.5 multiplier, heat multiplier. So we have our big caps, our mega caps na slightly decline. So we have our Microsoft 0.29% down. We have our Google 0.53% down. Bank of America 0.52% down. Amazon also down halos 1%. So all over the board pre-market we have slight selling, no? Slight selling. Wala ka namang nakikitang tipong 3% down, 2% down. So halos okay naman. So what we're expecting in this trading session for based on our pre-market is a selling day, no? Most likely a take profit day for the majority of the large caps and mid caps, I think. Yun yung mga anticipated price action natin for today's session. Medyo actually hindi pa naman final yan since we have our we have our core PCE data release, no, 9:30. So 9:22 na ngayon. Sige, antayin na natin. 8 minutes before market open before this data release. So tignan natin actually yung magiging price action yan. Sakali na OLATs or maganda yung core PCE data release natin. So antayin natin. So stock heat map medyo may selling tayo na experience. Nvidia up 0.21%, so nothing really surprising, no? Yung tipong 1%, 3% up. Ganun. So, let's move forward dito sa stock screener natin, sa bread screener natin sa pre-market, no? So, we're using TradingView, TView Screener 2.0. TView Screener 2.0. Punta lang kayo dyan, then click the screener stocks 2.0, then you create this screener, no? So day to day, every trading day, no, I look at this bread screener pre-market to evaluate din kung gaano kadami yung names na at a gain pre-market and at a decline or down pre-market. So based on our pre-market change, 0% above or at a gain this pre-market, we have 573 symbols, and reconfiguring it to below yung pre-market change natin. So we have 568 names. So halos parehas lang. Ang pinapakita sa atin ng market based on this breadth screener is we have a balance of selling and advancers, no? We have same amount of advancers and decliners. So looking at our decliners pre-market, let's look at the top decliners, no? This pre-market. So you have Symmetry down negative 22% this pre-market. We have Snowflake. So nag-resign nata yung CEO kaya din nagganyan. Butterfly Network. So health tech name. Pero in terms of saan ba yung market cap natin? Yun, market cap. Nag-iba ata yung yung columns ko. So 300 million market cap. So nothing significant, hindi naman super significant, no? So ang titingnan mo dyan yung mga large caps, mid caps, no? So Snowflake is a large cap, same with eto naman small cap tong Symmetry. So small cap. So 1.5B market cap. So decliners, yan yung mga strongest decliners natin right now. So mga nasa 10% bracket natin right now, no? 10% down is eto. Sige, tingnan natin yung mga nasa billions natin. Another health tech name, eto tech, itong Ionic down negative 11% this pre-market. So Bath and Body Works, retail name, negative 8.4% this pre-market. So 10 billion USD. So nasa mid-cap range. And Mara, so one of our blockchain names, pre-market down negative 7.61%. With a market cap of halos 7 billion. So tignan nga natin bakit nagde-decline yung Mara. Tignan natin yung BTC, no? Bitcoin USDT. Yun. So halos parang may indecision ka this trading session. Wala kang follow-through momentum, 'di ba? Ang follow-through momentum. So tingin ko din magte-take profit na yung mga market participants in Bitcoin, no? Since nandito na siya, near all-time high na siya. Nasa turbulence zone ka na. Madami ka ng break-even sellers ulit na papasok, 'di ba? So I hope yung mga naipit diyan, nakakabenta na sila at break-even, no? So yun yung tingin ko, no, for Bitcoin. Baka mag-consolidate muna ulit tulad ng mga ganyang 10-day structures, 20-day structures, but much better, no? Teka, April kasi yung projected Bitcoin halving, 'di ba? Yun yung projected Bitcoin halving. So, meron ka pa ding momentum na pwedeng mag-follow through. Syempre may mga ka dyan, excited ka na buyers, no? So another set of FOMO buyers tayo dito sa Bitcoin. So low probability na mag-create yan ng multi-month base, no? Yung tipong ganyan. Baka tingin ko mag-create lang yan ng 10-day basis or 10-day consolidation, and then another run up papunta sa 70k, 72k. No, yan yung next areas natin of resistances. Actually ito, yan. Ito, 69k, 70k. Isarado mo na at 70k, you're gonna experience profit taking at 70k. Round number. Actually right now 60k is a round number. So antabayanan mo yung reaction ng market dyan, no, for the next 2 days. Ma-hold niya ba yung 60k? If hindi, then expect a pullback if mag-go below dito sa 58K, expect a pullback to 20-day SMA, or if ma-hold niya naman yung 60K, then expect a tight consolidation. A tight consolidation. Yun. So, kaya din tayo may profit taking sa Mara, no? So, for our top gainers, no? Halos 1 minute na lang. Ano na, release na ng core PCE. So, countdown, 1 minute. Then, let's discuss the market reaction. So, top gainers natin for this pre-market, Duolingo. Interesting enough, itong name na yan. EdTech din, EdukTech. So, mukhang meron tayong mga ayun, AI also up 15%, no? So, second liner, third liner names natin in AI, no? Itong AI. So, actually, interesting din tong name na to kasi yung fundamentals niya, yung revenues niya is quite good. Kasi looking at AI's revenues, no? So, ano siya, halos nag-ano siya, constant growth naman. Mangat naman siya. Double check ko lang din, no, kung Q3 release ba to. So, Q4 release. So, hindi pa pala nag-reflect. So, 78 million yung reported revenue for this quarter. So, maganda yung reaction ng market for AI. So, in technicals lang, no, you have a downtrend line breakout. So, tignan natin. Wala pa pala. Personal spending, 0.2%. Ito, personal income, medyo nagkaroon tayo ng acceleration. Consensus is 0.4%. Yun. Okay, so core PC is halos nasa under consensus, although slightly higher than previous slightly higher than previous report. So may acceleration na naman tayong nakikita in inflation. Diba? So kung titignan natin yung market right now, most likely may makikita tayong onting selling. Yan. Hindi pala. Nagse-celebrate pala yung market, no? So, ayun. Actually, kahit na medyo may acceleration tayo na naman ng inflation based on core PCE, medyo okay pala siya sa market right now. So, parang natanggal lang sila ng tinik na tipong wala pa namang 1 minute in, no? Wala pa namang 1 minute in before na-release yung data na yun. Pero kanina, 'di ba? SPY is opening at around 504.8. Then right now opening above 506. Around yun, tama, 506.7. Nagkamali ako ng tingin. 506.7. So medyo may improvement in market sentiment based on sa core PCE data. So yun. That's quite good for our SPY, and by the looks of it, we have our downtrend line, and nagbe-breakout siya sa MA100 sa 30-minute time frame considering of the extended trading hours. So that's our SPY, and I think nag-shift ulit yung mode ng market, no? So yung hawak ko medyo nag-rally ulit, nagbabalik ulit ng 16. So medyo nagse-celebrate yung market. And hindi naman tipong celebrate, no? So kanina, diba, 600, 700 dollars down ako. Ngayon 200, 300 down na lang ako. So yun, isa yun sa mga processes natin in our pre-market prep. So this is a more holistic and more in-depth pre-market prep. I hope na madami kayong natutunan. Madami kayong bagong natutunan. Aralin tong prosesong to. Although hindi pa naman ako super master in this kind of things, no? I'm just a simple trader, putting value sa lahat ng manonood in this YouTube channel. I want to show transparency din as well, no, on the day-to-day basis of a trader. Hindi siya madali. Isipin mo, nag-start ako halos ilang oras na ba ako nagsasalita dito. Halos ano na, isa't kalahating oras na ako nagsasalita. Ganun yung proseso, no? Ganun yung proseso na involved in trading the markets. So, importante yung manage your position. Syempre, yan yung priority mo. Next in line is managing your positions along with your risk, your portfolio risk. Next is managing your expectations for the trading day in line with your open positions and possible future positions. So, doon papasok yung market scanning, yung setup hunting. If hindi ka naman permitted ng portfolio mo to put in more size or to put in more trades, then you stay put. Kailangan ganun, di ba? The same time, right now, yung market, merong sensitive market data release, which is yung core PCE. Paano pala if hindi ka updated, fully invested ka? So ako, right now, dito sa system ko right now na sa portfolio na to, halos 100% invested na siya or halos 95% invested. Cash is around 6.9% na lang. Diba? Cash is 6.9%. So, ang bottom line lang is if you're quite invested, you need to be more mas kailangan mo maging meticuloso on the current market on your current market scan no kasi mahirap yung tipong papasok ka sa market, wala kang kaalam-alam at aanga ka, then tira ka lang ng setup, momentum setup, swing setup, ganto ganyan, then magugulat ka pala merong core PCE release and then nag-shift bigla yung market sentiment, then stopped out ka lang, walang nangyari sa sa position mo. So paano kung updated ka sa mga ganong klaseng bagay? Diba? You're taking considering of the big picture, you're taking considering of other fundamental factors, not only risk factors directly related on your current positions, but also the macro factors. Diba? So, yun yung mga nuances of being a trader. Hindi siya madali, walang madali sa buhay, na hindi ka kikita sa isang bagay na malaki na hindi pinaghihirapan. If meron man, it's either ginagawa mo siya ng illegal or mali or may tinatapakan kang tao. So dito, in trading, isa sa mga gusto ko dito is kontrolado mo yung galaw mo. Kumbaga, buntot mo, hila mo. Yun yung main idea. Buntot mo, hila mo. And how you prep, how you approach the markets, yun yung magdadirect din sa portfolio growth mo, sa personal growth mo as a trader, and yung effect nun in your finances, diba? Syempre dapat yung trading, you treat it as a business, hindi mo siya tinitreat as something as a hobby, as an intellectual playground, ganon, yung tipong mag-research ka lang and then yada you're not placing your ideas, you're not putting where your money, or you're not putting your money where your mouth is, kung tama yung pagkakasabi ko. Parang ganon. It's not an intellectual playground, it's not a hobby, it's a business, and you need to take care of your business day in, day out, consistently. So, yun. I think I'm all goods. So, that's our in-depth pre-market prep, no? Once a week ko siya gagawin for our YouTube community and the BTP community as well. Although, wala lang tayong present right now kasi na guest. So, next time, dalhin ko yung ibang ibang community members natin in the BTP. So yun, I hope na nag-enjoy kayo. If may questions kayo, just PM me in my page. If interested kayo to learn from me, just go to berriotrades.com. We have our free blog contents, we have our free contents. We also have this YouTube channel, no? If you like this video, please like. Also, please subscribe, no? Please click the notification bell if tama yung pagkakasabi ko, para maging updated kayo on new videos na ina-upload ko. So that's the main mission ko din, is to put in higher quality trading education and trading content in the Philippines, no? So, yun naman yung parang isa din sa mga trip ko talaga, and kumbaga gusto ko lang din ng onting transparency, and gusto ko mag-put up ng value, gusto ko makatulong sa inyo. So that's it. I hope all goods na tayo, no? So upload ko to maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, nandito na to sa YouTube. So if nag-enjoy kayo, please like, subscribe, and comment your questions if pwede. If nagustuhan mo yung video, please say or please comment Berio Trades pre-market prep para next time mga ganito na yung i-release ko, not shallow level na pre-market preps na usual kong na-release recently. So that's it. If all goods na tayo, ingat kayo. As always, God bless and goodbye.